Hey guys, this is Dallas Lonis, the creator of Aerekos. I'd like to take a brief moment to show you where Aerekos currently stands so you can see what an amazing feat it actually is. The next few minutes will show you the functionality of Aerekos so far. Keep in mind that I'm typing all of the commands in a terminal so you can test them easier. Once Aerekos is launched, it will use voice instead of the terminal. Say I have no programming experience and I want to create an Express.js server that will work right out of the box. So first off, I have this folder called Aerekos. Don't worry about what's inside of it. So when I run this command that creates an Express server, it asks me a bunch of questions to gather information it needs to create the application. I give it all the information it needs, and it then creates the application in its own folder and with its dependencies. Notice that once I hit enter, it actually creates the testing folder. If I open this folder up, we can see subfolders along with a templates folder that contains your views. It wrote the package.json file for us and filled in all of the required data, as well as filled out all of our dependencies. It even wrote a server.js file for us that contains a home route along with everything needed to get a server up and running. Now if I wanted to add another route, all I have to do is run the command and tell it the name of the route that I wish to create. It instantly modifies my server file and creates that route in code, as well as creates a route view file in the templates folder. If we open up the new view created, we can modify the contents with other commands. First off, let's take a look at the section command. A section is a section of code that can be modified. It helps us section off functionality. Now that we have our section created, we can add an element to it. When I run the element command, I can create any element or insert it into this section. In this case, I'll create a div tag. Once I have an element, I can modify its contents and attributes. If I run the replace command, I can replace the contents of any element with whatever I want. This is all possible thanks to the power of the identify attribute. If I change the name of my identify attribute in the body to test, I can then modify its contents. So let's add a form to our page. We can run the create element command and then create a form. Once our form is created, we can then give it an action attribute with the attribute command. And then we can give it a method attribute. Now you can see the true potential that Aerekos has to offer.